Okay, I just want to do a quick video and show you the MIDI side of the Dark Star Stereo version 3 Old Blood Noise endeavors. I just wanted to see if it would hook up to my Novation Launchpad Pro Mark 3, I believe. But if you put it in, you can set up a custom sequence, which is what I've done. So basically, very quickly, we've got, here's a guitar tone. I mean, that's just pretty clean with a fault, OBNE fault V3 overdrive on it. Okay, so I set up a CC command for the two switches. I haven't done everything. I've only done a couple of things. The bypass, you can see the light change, and the auxiliary switch, which at the moment I've just got as on and off. I have got a momentary value, but I'm not sure that's working yet. But those two switches, as you can see, CC commands are sending to the Dark Star. And the way I've done it, I've used a Type A connector. And you can see that. That's the Novation MIDI connectors that come with it. 3.5mm one end and the MIDI socket on the other end. So a plug, standard MIDI plug. I'm using a Boss MIDI 5-pin cable. So it's 3.5mm on the Dark Star, on the MIDI in and out. So it's MIDI in on the Dark Star from the MIDI out of the Novation Launchpad Pro. And that's the cable that I made up with these adapters. And you can see Type A works fine, triggering the aux and triggering the bypass. So after that, we have, let's put these all back to central position. There we go. These faders are in the center, just like the knobs. I mean, not where they're set at the moment, but basically I've got the fader in the center. So let's switch on the Dark Star. I've got the mix on full, 100% wet. Yeah, 100% wet. I've got the knobs that you can see allocated to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these three, which are the bottom row of knobs, which don't have a center value, whereas the top 4 knobs have a notch in the middle. That's why I've got these set up like this. So let's say, for instance, the filter, which is this row here. Yeah, I can go instantly, closing off sound altogether, or the other end of the filter, or a slower fade, oops, pitch shifting going on there. You can hear that, can't you? Let's do that pitch as you just heard. So that's pitch 1 and pitch 2. I just allocated for each one of these widgets, which is Novation has an app called Component, which you can assign these widgets and drop them on your custom setup. And then each widget, like a fader, for instance. So I've got a fader which is kind of is it called bipolar? I'm not sure. But it has a center, and then you can go left or right, just as the 4 knobs can be center and go clockwise or anti-clockwise. Yeah, so let's put those pitch 1 and 2 back to the center, and that leaves crush. Obviously to the right is that saturation, and left is the bit crush. So that's crush. And then these 3, again, are faders, but they start all the way from the left and go all the way to the right, because lag and multiply and decay on the Dark Star, the bottom row, they don't have a center notch. They just start from 0 and go all the way to maximum. So hopefully this will work. Lag, no lag, maximum lag. I switched everything on there. So there's the lag. Then multiply. And then finally decay. And there you go. So what you've got is everything you can see apart from the volume, mix and spread and presets and the other functions within the MIDI parameters which are allowed. But I've just assigned kind of face value stuff. But I could do the volume mix and spread here as well. But I mean, I've got what I've got here, what I can see on the screen in this custom. But you can see it all works. That a certain side of the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Dark Star Stereo suddenly opens up from the world of MIDI. It could be program changes. You know, I could assign presets to program changes. But I just thought I'd do it off here because it's a little bit more fun. Creating faders. That's a lot more fun. Peace out.